What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy, CamATL, and welcome back to another NBA High Five video with your boy. Drop a like down below, comment anything in the comment section, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. GreenlightDFS.com, join the squad. As you guys know, everybody who becomes a member of the daily NBA or weekly or season or whatever will get my prize picks every single day added on as of right now. Eventually, it will be a separate thing on a separate website. I'm going to do a sports betting website separate from Greenlight DFS. Greenlight DFS will be sticking to daily fantasy sports, whereas this other website will kind of cater to giving y'all tools to actually do the sports betting side a lot easier and simplify things and simplify the research process and all that stuff. So I'm in the process of working on that, but as of right now, my prize picks will just be added to the NBA access page every single day. All right? So I'm not going to keep up too much of y'all's time. Let's go ahead and get straight into it. So starting off, first play that I'm going to go with is going to be Gilchrist Alexander. Has been absolutely on fire. Dude has been ridiculous. I mean, they're missing damn near the whole team, so it's understandable. His usage is ridiculously high. He dropped a 49 against his Minnesota squad in the last matchup. Um, Brandon Williams from Portland almost dropped 50 against this team. Okay, that's all I have to say. All right, literally dropped 50. So Gilchrist Alexander has huge upside, and I'm damn near locking him today. All right, at shooting guard. This is more of just kind of a gut feel right here. Jaylen Brown at 8K just feels a little too cheap for me here in this matchup. He has not been 8K since, let me see. This is the cheapest that he has been since possibly all season. All season. He has not been this cheap for the entire season, unless I'm missing something. 8K is just too cheap against Charlotte. I mean, the matchup's fantastic. We know how this is a fast-paced matchup here for Boston. It's going to force Boston to play a little bit faster. It's in Charlotte, so the game should stay close, should be high scoring, should not be much defense on that Charlotte side. So Jaylen Brown's in a fantastic spot, and I feel like 40 for 5X floor is a lock. All right, at the center position. We have Marvin Bagley. Isaiah Stewart is out. Marvin Bagley is one of my favorite players in the league. I think one day he will be ridiculous. I think he's got the talent to be a star. He just hasn't really got much of an opportunity. I don't know if, maybe these coaches see something we don't. Maybe his work ethic his work ethic in practice and stuff like that isn't top notch, or something's up with Marvin Bagley because the dude's ultra talented. Anytime he gets a chance, he goes off and has a huge game. So Marvin Bagley is a beast. He's definitely got a big bag of skills here, and with Isaiah Stewart out, expect Marvin Bagley to start at center. And against Chicago, I absolutely love this matchup here. I love him at 5K. All right, next up, we got Kevin Porter Jr. Really love this spot for Houston, guys, because Houston's going to be a little thin. Christian Wood is now questionable as well, so keep an eye on that. More value might even open up. But Kevin Porter Jr. against the Lakers, I have one thing that I've been doing a lot lately, and is targeting the Lakers. The Lakers' defense is not very good, especially with that defensive presence of AD down low. Without AD down low, that definitely opens things up for this defense even more. A defense that already wasn't doing very well. You take AD off the floor, they're really struggling here. So I really love Kevin Porter. He's a guy that I can definitely see stepping up in matchups like this against big teams like this. So Kevin Porter Jr., I love him at 6'3". And then last but not least, another Boston guy, because I just think Boston is going to be where it's at today. And it's going to be Robert Williams. This is another gut call where I think a guy who is just kind of might be slept on that could drop a 50 piece here. All right, Robert Williams has shown major upside throughout the season. He's got an amazing matchup against Charlotte that just gave up over 47 to Andre Drummond. Um, Robert Williams is just an absolute beast down low. He's in a fantastic spot here against Charlotte. He should absolutely eat here. I think that 50 point upside is definitely attainable, and GPP takedown type of upside for Robert Williams. So Jaylen Brown and Robert Williams I really love. Obviously, I love Tatum too. You can get in some Marcus Smart, whatever. But Boston is definitely a team that I want exposure in with, because Charlotte is just so bad defensively, yet they're so young and play so fast. Fantasy points are going to be put up here. And Robert Williams just seems a little too cheap at 7-1. Like, I feel like worst case scenario, I think 5X is a lock. You know what I mean? I think 40 is a lock out of him at 7-1. But he's got the upside of 50, 55. You know what I mean? So I really love him. All right. And that's it. We got Gilchrist Alexander, Jalen Brown, Marvin Bagley, Robert Williams, and Kevin Porter Jr. Obviously, as the day goes on, injury news will come out. Things will change. Starting lineups will shift a little bit. Take advantage of those things. Take advantage of injury bumps. That's the most important thing. You already know that. I don't have to repeat that again. GreenlightDFS.com to join the squad. I already have one set of prize picks over on the NBA access page, so make sure you go ahead and get that entered before the lines change. It's a fantastic one. I'll be adding more as the day goes on as I find them. And make sure when I announce on Twitter at @cam_ATL, when I announce on Twitter that they're there, that you go and try to add them as quickly as you can before lines shift and stuff like that. And you don't have to deal with like playing guys at a point higher than it was previously. You know what I mean? Because the whole point is when you find these lines at a certain level, sometimes these lines are just too low. All right, and if you can get them added in before they're up, before they catch their mistake, that's what you want to do. So that's our whole point. I try to find these lines before the prize picks people catch on to their mistake, catch on to the line being too low. I try to catch on to that first so we can get it early. All right, thank you guys for joining me as always, and let's get it. Peace.